Good evening and welcome to our Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you, the Bay City All Saints Cougar boys and the Caseville Eagles.
Going to be another good game tonight, Jeff. You're looking out there. Caseville's got a little bit of size to them with these kids, but we know that the Bay City All Saints Cougars, well coached, are going to come out and play, and it's going to be a great basketball game tonight.
Hi, Natalie. Natalie just stopped by to say something, didn't realize we were doing the pregame show. Hold the thought, honey. We'll be right with you. For the Caseville team, they're another team that's been hot in streaks and cold in the streaks. They've got some bigs, but they're really led by their guard play. Yeah, they do a nice job, Jeff, with their guards play. They got some big kids out there. They're coming in 3-3. They're averaging 46.6 a game, giving up 45.8. So here's another team, Jeff, that's used to close basketball games. So you know what? When it gets down to the wire, they perform in those tight games. Well, you look at the All Saints Cougars then, and Jason Brzezinski has really been here long enough now that he has got his fingerprint on this program. Longtime assistant Scott Trepkowski, you've got great stability on the bench. Yeah, very well coached, Jeff. These kids do a really nice job. Jason's been around, Scott's been around. They got these kids playing their style of basketball on both ends of the floors. They got a pretty good record coming in. They're 4-3 against some really good competition, averaging 49 points a game, giving up 46. So again, this team is a team that plays a lot of close basketball games and has won some close basketball games. So it's going to be interesting tonight, see what happens on this floor. Well, they played Peck the other night too, just like the girls, and they really had a tough outing and did not play one of their best games of the year. So I'm going to be very excited and interested in seeing how the first 4 or 5 minutes of this first quarter transpires. And they're going to have Nick Contes very sparingly tonight due to a wrist injury. Well, that's a big factor right there, Jeff. We don't know if he's going to play, if he's going to get limited time, but Nick's been on the varsity a long time. So, but it'll be interesting. It's a home game. We got a good crowd tonight. And like you always say, you've got to protect your home court and get out of this game tonight, go 5-3, and start really getting into the meat of the schedule. The holidays are over with. Now the things are going to be playing 2 times a week until district, and that's a fun time of year for all high school basketball. Offensively, Alex Krzyzewski is their shooter. But Grant Geringer comes back after a year off to play basketball, and he has really played a huge role down in the low post for the Cougars. Yeah, good to see him back, Jeff, playing basketball for the Cougars. Cougars got good numbers on the varsity, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how they get up and down the floor. They're going to play defense well. I think the key to the night's game, defense by the Cougars, get to the line, you make your free throws, and limit your unforced errors. You're going to start your weekend off with a great win. There you've got Coach's Corner. His prediction for the pregame is a close, hard-fought victory for the All Saints Cougars. We'll be back with all the game action right after this, as this concludes the Covenant Healthcare sponsored pregame show on Bay County TV.
When you want to show someone you care, you go above and beyond. It's the little things that make someone feel extra special. The extra time, the extra effort, the extra attention to detail. It can have an extraordinary effect on people.
I'll never let you down. I need you now.
So when you care this much about your family, from the youngest to the oldest, you send them to the place that specializes in extraordinary care. Covenant Health Care. We make families feel extra safe with a leading team of experts in the Great Lakes Bay region. We take the extra steps to deliver the most advanced technologies and training. We go the extra mile as you journey from diagnosis to recovery. We give families extra hope. Why do more people trust their families to Covenant Health Care? because we've proven ourselves over time, across generations, and treat your family like you do,
Baby, back to you.
with extraordinary care. So you can continue to do so for generations to come.
Well, welcome back to Bay County TV. Mike Wisdell, and soon to show up, Mr. Jeffrey Doan. I'll handle the play-by-play here to start the game. Tip controlled by the Bay City All Saints Cougars. Number 3, Alex Suzuki will set it up back over to number 5, Contis. Contis inside to Geringer. Geringer with the reverse layup. Got it blocked, and it'll be out of bounds to Bay City All Saints. And Contis, number 5, will take it out of bounds for the Cougars. Just underway here in the first quarter. Geringer with the three-pointer, good for Bay City All Saints, Jeff. And welcome back, my friend, and take it on over.
I'll tell you,
nice job by Geringer.
Great inbound play to Geringer, and he in the corner.
Wow.
He says, I'm feeling it from 3. Let it fly, tickling the twine.
That was sweet.
What a great start for the Cougars with the first 3 of the ball game. As Caseville, again, they've got some length, but they are very thin with their length. So we'll have to find out what type of a factor that is, as I'm sure the Cougar defense is going to body up on those people. And again, great help defense, just got there a split second late as the basket was up and good.
That's number 53, Jeff. Don't have a name for that young man, but we'll find out. Out of bounds. Back over to the Caseville Eagles 7 minutes ago here in the first quarter.
Boy, I'm going to have to talk to that Caseville club. They got to give us a little more accurate roster here. As again, that shot is up, and what a great backside rebound by Zach Contes. As they roll down, look at Krzyzewski going strong to the hole. Didn't finish that shot, but I love the shot selection.
Yeah, that was a nice take, Jeff, and just a little bit short by Contis. But again, a nice start by the Cougars, up 3-2 here early.
As the Cougar defense, very, very active. 3 ball there. Look at Contis with the great rebound. And the ball taken away, though, as he tried to dribble that ball into traffic. Fight for the loose ball, and the Eagles are going to have their 3rd offensive opportunity here on this drive.
Well, they're not afraid to burp it up, are they?
And down the floor the other way is Contes. Tried to get that ball into Reyes, and great defense
anticipated the passing lane. Boy, they're going to burp again as that shot is up and missed from number 13, Wilkins. They like them all. That one was from Cass Avenue.
He's wasn't afraid to burp that thing up from 4 or 5 feet behind the line. There's Contes at the other end. That goes up a little bit strong as the backside rebound comes down to the Eagles. We played 2.5 minutes of this first quarter, each team with a bucket, but the Cougars got the Geringer triple to start this ball game. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala, glad to have you along with us here at the All Saints Cougars home gymnasium. Geringer with that near steal as they put the pressure on and trying to get that body back. In peace, Connor Ward stood there, and boy, he took one as they just tried to knock the ball off him, and looked like it just kind of stunned him for a split second. He's a big fella, though. He just kind of takes care of it. And
he's got to tie up his shoes right here in front of us,
that
Jeff.
ball hit him so hard it untied his shoe. There we go.
Do a double knot.
As again, boy, I'll tell you, 13 was ready to burp that thing up from 28. He was almost at the Saginaw County line with that thing.
I think it was James Clemens Airport.
So they're not afraid, no matter where they're at on the floor, to let it fly. As another shot goes up, and look at the great job on the backside by Alex Krzyzewski. He's looking to go coast to coast. Takes it strong. Geringer on the backside rebound. It just has it tipped away. And now 2-on-2. It's trying to go strong to the hole. Geringer got there just a little bit late on the help defense, and he's going to pick up the foul.
Foul's on his Geringer, his first personal, Jeff, team foul number 1 against the Cougars.
Here comes instant energy on the second free throw coming off the bench. Tyler Dukelan.
Oh, yeah, we certainly enjoyed watching him on the football field. He had a great year again for Bay City All Saints.
He's a great young man.
He is.
Comes from good family.
Yes, he does.
Well, of course, you can pretty much say that across the board here for these Cougars. They've got good, solid families running and leading by example here for these young men and women.
I think I saw Mom and Dad walk in the gym not too long ago.
Split of the two at the free throw line. We're all tied up at 3. We have played 3.5 minutes. Little token half-court pressure.
Good call.
Caused a turnover, and that was the right call. Tim Weingart right all over that. Cougars are going to take a timeout as they get another sub in. We're going to take a quick break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Village Towing and Auto Repair of Kaukaulin and Bay City is here to help you in your hour of need with fast and friendly service. With over 30 years of towing experience, we know how to get the job done quickly and safely. From big to small, we do it all. Give us a call at 989-684-9607 for all your towing needs.
As we take a peek back, as Coach Jason pacing the sidelines, likes his team's defense, but he's looking for a little O.
He called a nice timeout there, Jeff. Just have to get him a little settled down and try to handle that half-court trap was what he was talking about during that timeout.
Well, you know the intensity defensively is going to be there as that ball is knocked out of bounds and goes back over to the Eagles.
Look who's in the game for the Cougars, Jeff, number 14, Nick Contis, the senior.
Yep, Nick's in there along with Dukelan, so they come together. Just reestablishing position in the court before he touched the ball, so he did a nice job of knowing his surroundings. Oh, look at Tyler. I'm going to tell you what, you got to love him. He's like a gnat on the floor. He's everywhere. He's quick. He puts forth great effort as the Cougar defense has just really picked it up a notch.
He's got that Kelly Trapuka syndrome. He's only a junior. He's going to be coming back.
Again, the defense doing a great job. Oh, Dukelan almost had one and was going to go coast to coast with it. Krzyzewski down defensively as well. Reyes.
Well, yeah, they're down and they're getting after it, Jeff.
As the big fella tried to make it happen, Krzyzewski does the old dribble step away, and good defense to swat that ball away. As the big drink of water, number 43, Brody Miller. He's got to go about 6'7",
Yeah,
I would say,
would
Coach.
think so.
He's got those arms that go right straight down to the ground, too, so he's got a wingspan close to a 7-footer. As Reyes could not control that pass. When you get a cross-court pass and it hits you right around the shoe tops, that's a tough one to reel in.
Into the game, the freshman for Caseville, number 15, Mason Krieger. 3:20 and counting, Jeff, go here in the first quarter. Low scoring. Got ourselves a 3-3 tie. Got a field goal and a field goal.
Yes, indeed. They're looking for some touchdowns here. Look at Dukelan down on the floor. And we are going to have Marty Snover tell us we're going to have a jump ball. Alternate possession will go back over to Caseville. Once that ball hit the ground, you knew Dukelan was going to be the first one down there to look for the leather.
You're not afraid to mix it up.
He said, show me the orange. As they come down, Reyes do a nice job defensively, but nobody picked up the secondary offensive player coming to the hole. He had an easy putback for the deuce, 5-3. You all see Cougars down by a deuce. Krzyzewski doing a great job of making the extra effort come, but getting his own rebound and the putback, number 53 for the deuce. We did not get his name again, did we,
Jeff,
Mike?
he's got all 7 points for the Caseville Eagles. We'll get his name, but he's having a really nice game. High-energy player for the Eagles.
As it's 7-3 again, Gehringer with a nice dribble penetration, kick out on the wing. Reyes couldn't get the shot to drop, but Krzyzewski with the rebound. Dukelan going down. He's like, wow, I didn't get hit any harder than that during the football season. But He just bounces up like rubber, man, and he's ready for more.
Well, he didn't get hit that hard because nobody could catch him.
But you can tell that's a young man that just loves to get into the weight room.
Yeah. He's a pretty solid young man.
Krzyzewski now with the offensive set for the Cougars. 2:05 and counting left in the first quarter. Again, they are really conscious of where he's at. Gehringer with another three. Did a great job of following it. He just couldn't get the finish. Boy, and the Cougars just can't find the bottom of the hole here in the first quarter.
Had some good looks, but just not, you're right, Jeff, just not being able to put it in the well.
As Contis again coming in, playing great defense. Another nice kiss off the glass, and Coach Brzezinski says, I've seen enough. I need a TO. We got to talk things over, and we got to finish on offense. That'll be the paraphrased version of what they hear over the next 60 seconds. We'll take a break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
It doesn't matter what kind of weather. It doesn't matter what time of day or night. When Mother Nature's done her worst, the only thing that matters to us is keeping the lights on for you. The hard-working men and women of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, dedicated to keeping the power on in communities across the country. Because when bad weather strikes, we know what matters most. The IBEW, the power professionals.
Back on Bay County TV as we look at the Caseville Eagles getting out of their timeout as they have strung together 9 straight points, Mike, on a 9-0 run. And Coach Jason Brzezinski says, I've seen enough of this. And the Eagles come out with a little three-quarter court pressure as Contis gets that ball down. All Saints should have numbers going to the hole. Gehringer gets that ball back to number 23. Can't finish Werner, but the putback for the deuce is good.
Nice job by Gehringer going after that rebound, Jeff, on the tip. And here come the Caseville Eagles, and they're going to love to shoot the rock tonight. And there's a foul on the play. It's going to be against
53.
Yep, 53 Caseville with the push.
Let's listen for the name. Boy,
I didn't hear it.
I think it sounded like Bitmar, but I'm not positive because it was so loud in the gym. We'll call him Bitmar. At least he'll have a name.
We'll
it
call
might
him
not
Bit.
be the right. Grant Gehringer underneath. Look at the big fella, strong enough to get the loose change. Thought he was fouled. He's going to come back on defense.
53 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Jeff. Caseville up 9-5.
As they look at Gehringer, he comes in and he says, that loose change is mine.
He's a
He
big
just
fella.
squeezed the air out of that thing. As Contis goes strong to the hole. A little 4-0 run out of that. Jason Brzezinski timeout has bared some fruit, Coach.
That's done a nice job. That was a good timeout. Cougars got a little more pep in their step. Down 2 here with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Boy, answer that with a Pattengill triple. As Contis does a nice job. He gets the ball to Alex Krzyzewski. Trying to get the ball underneath to number 23, Jacob Werner, the junior. The ball goes out of bounds with 8.5 ticks left in the first, and it will go back over to Caseville.
Contis back in the game. That would be Zach Contis, a sophomore.
And Ducalan.
And Ducalan also 8.5 ticks to go here in the first quarter.
As they're going to bring the ball down the floor. Ducalan has got some great defense, trying to split 2 defenders, and at the end of our first quarter of play, it's the Caseville Eagles 12 and the All Saints Cougars 7. Back in a moment for the second quarter on Bay County TV.
AAA Transport and Limousine is the Great Lakes Bay region's most reliable and requested transportation service. For over a decade, we have been helping our clients to get to their destination on time, in style, and comfort. AAA's services include non-emergency medical transport, wheelchair accessible, school transportation, and shuttle services. We strive to provide exceptional customer service and tailor our fleet to meet your individual needs. Rest assured that you are in safe hands when you ride with AAA Transport and Limousine. To set up your next appointment, give us a call at 989-893-8294.
Back on Bay County TV, Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. Jared and Natalie Doan on the camera. Nick Page producing and directing as the All Saints Cougars showed some signs of life, Mike, in the last minute and a half of that first quarter inside the Gehringer. That's where you need to go. The big fella goes up strong. The shot goes up on the rebound from Zach Contes. Couldn't get it to go. But I'll tell you, if you get the ball into Gehringer, he's going to make that happen more times than not in the post.
Yeah, he's got some good post moves down there, Jeff. Plus, he's a big, strong kid, so you can bang him, and he'll go up strong with the rock.
Look at Werner out there, 25 feet from the basket, providing defense. He said, I've seen these guys shoot the three. I need to extend my D. Gehringer with a nice step out defensively. The Cougars are really getting after it defensively. And look at that. Duquelan down on the floor again. Quick hands, knocks that ball away. When that loose ball goes down on the ground, you know he's going to be in the mix.
That ball will go over to All Saints on the alternate possession.
Well, I'm not certain that they switched the possession arrow.
This is a chapstick move right here.
Yep.
Yep, it's going to be the Caseville.
And you remember who got the ball to start the quarter?
Yep.
So now they've got it switched around. What they need to do is then rotate it.
There you go.
I moved the chapstick in my pocket, and we're all set.
That's a great tool, man. I just love that.
Yes, indeed. That Susie chapstick has nothing on me.
No Carmex for you, brother.
There's another second chance opportunity. Gehringer shuts that second opportunity down, but a third offensive shot coming for Caseville on this offensive possession.
And you got to pick these kids up from Caseville, Jeff, 26 feet away from the basket. They're going to burp it up.
Well, and that's the thing. You've got the defense spread out, and that's part of the reason why there's room under the offensive glass to pursue. Look at Duquelan going strong to the hole, and he is hit. He just puts that shoulder and head down, and he's going strong to the hole. Drew the defender. Had a wide-open wing player, but had contact before he could get that ball over on the open wing.
Team foul number 3 on the Caseville Eagles. Didn't see who that was on.
We got a sub coming in here in a moment. Alex Krzyzewski coming back in for the All Saints Cougars, replacing Werner.
I think that foul is on number 13, Wilkins. His first personal team foul, number 3 against the Eagles.
Gehringer puts that shot up again and just got a piece of it defensively. Yep. As another long 3 ball. They're doing a great job again. When you're getting those long burps, Mike, you're going to have long rebounds. And you've got to box your defender out no matter where you're at on the floor. As another 3 ball comes up, 2 Cougars fight for the ball, and it goes back out of bounds, back over to Caseville.
You make a great point, Jeff. When they shoot that long shot, you got to box the shooter out, and you got to box everybody out that's out there 22 feet or more away. Nice cut by number 13, Stephen Wilkins, for the basket.
Now, wait a minute, Coach. You told me I made a great point in the first game, and I've made one in the second game. I'm retiring. Grant Gehringer with his second. Tickle into the twine trifecta.
Wow. The big fella's got a nice touch from three-point land.
He goes out there, and he just says, let's burp it up. And he hit nothing but the bottom of the hole. Couple of number 11s going at it. And that shot is knocked out of bounds. I'm going to be fun watching the energy that these 2 number 11s are going to try and get from each other.
We got timeout, Caseville, Jeff.
Caseville's going to take a timeout. We'll take a break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Ow, ow, ouch! My hip, my knee, my joints feel out of whack. Ow, ow, oh my, the pain. I can't take it anymore.
Back on Bay County TV as we look at the Cougar bench. Jeff Doan and Mike Wisdala along with you. And the All Saints Cougars, really, Mike, when you look with 5:25 left in the first half, are fortunate to be only down by 4.
Good point.
And they're right in this game.
They are. They're playing good defense, Jeff. They just got to make a few shots down on the offensive end. They're going to be okay.
Boy, another 15 feet from the basket, long rebound. And then that second rebound comes as number 5, Zach Contest, gets the rebound. As they move that ball around.
Good ball movement.
Krzyzewski underneath the Gehringer. What a great look. He couldn't finish, but I'll tell you, great ball movement led to a high percentage shot.
Good ball movement from the left side of the court to the right side of the court, Jeff, down to the baseline. Gehringer, those are going to start falling for him. He'll be okay.
There you go. Stepped out of bounds. He hit that line so quick I didn't think the officials would be able to see it. He's just poetry in motion. You just gotta love the energy. And look, I
get tired watching him.
He makes that young man from Caseville, number 11, work hard just to get his hands on the ball. Pattengill. Here we go, 11 versus 11. Offense, no call. Thought for sure that he was there in time, and we're going to get a tee. Oh, he gives him a warning. That is a great tool that the officials are using here in the last couple of years. You know what? Great time for Coach to do what he did.
Yep.
Marty Snover showed great resolve. You put an official warning in the book. It's like a tee without a tee. But I'll tell you, Jason did that for effect.
Oh, sure he did.
And
absolutely. Anytime you get a technical, it's for effect, Jeff. It's get your kids going. And the other thing it says it's you're sticking up for your kids in a tough situation. And you're right. It's a great
moving.
Call.
As the ball looked like it has been kicked with 4:14 left. That 4:19 is the key point in this ballgame, Mike. We want to see if this is the turning point in the ballgame for the Cougars. Mark that down.
Did.
All Saints on the offensive set. Krzyzewski strong to the hole. Contest in the corner. Tickles the twine. They're only going to give him they're going to give him 3.
There you go, right there, Jeff.
Again, great penetration, drew the defender, wide open wing for the shot, and they made it happen. Boy, Caseville's looking to just burp that thing up. Whenever they get in the gym, they feel like they're in range.
I think they're in range from the parking lot.
And they're not shooting a high percentage, but they're not going to quit doing it.
You got to challenge them. You got to be ready for it.
As Contis just has that ball slip away, it's out of bounds, and it'll go back over to Caseville.
Yeah, you got to be ready for this, Jeff, because these kids are going to burp it up. Now, Jason Brzezinski says, we're going to pick these kids up full. Let's see how they handle the full court pressure. Duquan going to play man-to-man against Pattengill and make it tough for them.
They swatted that ball off Duquan's chest, and he says, hey, you might need a new basketball. I think there's a flat spot in that ball. You just hit me right in the pectorals. As going strong to the hole. And the finish by the Eagles. And that was a great no call, too. There was a lot of potential activity there, but nothing solid. And then we're going to get a reach-in foul on number 23 with a little grab. Barrios, he was beat, so he kind of did the little defensive back grab on the jersey, trying to slow down the offensive player. The Cougars get the ball back down 5 with 3:05 left in the first half. Krzyzewski again, dribble, penetrates back to Contest. 2 in a row. Tickling the twine from deep on the other side. He says, I like the right side, I like the left side, and I've got 6 points in the last 2 trips down the floor.
And I got my team right back in this. There's going to be a foul on number 11. That's Tyler Duquan, his first personal team foul, number 2 against Bay City All Saints. Out of bounds at midcourt for the Caseville Eagles. It's a pretty intense basketball game here. These kids are going after it.
Well, the Cougars' intensity picked up after Jason Brzezinski got that warning. And now at the other end, what a great body under control finish by number 23, Barrios. Again, back up by 4. The Cougars get it back to Krzyzewski on the backside. That young man knows how to finish. Used the glass from a tough angle and got it to drop.
And watch it all the way through, too, Jeff. Like we say many times, chin on the rim, didn't drop it, expecting to get hit, but a nice job on that layup. Good take.
As again, Geringer with just enough of a problem, and he confronted that shot. It was a one-and-done miss. Krzyzewski back at the other end. You know where he's going. And that ball's out of bounds. We got a foul, and he's going to get 2 at the free throw line. He's really determined to take the ball to the hole no matter who's there, and you got to love that.
That's Wilkins' second, team foul number 5 at the line for the Cougars. Number 3, the junior, Krzyzewski, to shoot 2. 2 minutes ago, 2 shots, down by 2. 2's all around, Jeff.
A little bit strong on the first of 2. He'll get another opportunity.
Nice. Nice.
2s are wild.
So are the announcers.
Yes. Nice adjustment on the second. Little touch of the front iron. Softly through the cotton.
Don't look now. Cougars right back in this ball game. Defensively doing a nice job making some shots.
And who are they going to get?
That's
They're
on
going to get
Duklon.
Duklon again, using that off arm to try and move a little spot. Nope, they called an offensive foul.
Oh, did they? Oh, I thought they called it on Duklon.
Tyler playing that great defense. And the offensive player tried to create a little space. I think Caseville needs a timeout, sensing Mr. Moe has changed with $1:57 left in the first half. Cougars down 1 with possession. Back in a moment on BCTV.
It takes a lot to raise a family. A good job, a good salary, and some patience. A lot of people my age are drowning in college debt. But I chose a different path. I'm a member of the IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I work hard for my job, and I love what I do. I had a lot of choices for my future, but I made the best choice for my family. IBEW, the right choice.
Back here on Bay County TV, right at center court, behind the table, Tom and Chris up there.
Okay, now I got
yes.
I see.
You know, the only reason they're here tonight, State Theater's got to be closed, because whenever the doors are open, they're there running the concession stand. I'll tell you,
I know.
They lead an active life and very heavily involved in the community. I would say the fireworks festival quite involved as well.
Yeah, they're fun at the
Krzyzewski
telethon.
wide open from the top, had a great look, couldn't get the finish, but I'll tell you what, he'll take that look all night long as Coach Jason.
Shot. Good-looking shot, Jeff. 1:40 and counting to go. Cougars right back in this ball game, picking it up on defense, making some shots. That was the key.
Geringer gets a little piece of that again. Krzyzewski gets the ball to Contis. Contis trying to go down, and we're going to have a blocking foul on Caseville again. Great transition basketball for the Cougars.
That's on number 23 is Kennedy, his second personal foul. Team foul number 6. I'm not quite sure what the other 23 number is, Jeff. But Kennedy, that was his second personal, team foul number 7. At the line, number 5 for the Cougars. And that is Zach Contis, the sophomore.
Geringer with the rebound and the putback, can't get it. Krzyzewski's going for the number 3. He gets it to drop, and he's fouled on the play. Into the free throw line he goes. The Cougars hitting the offensive glass, paying some dividends. Oh, yes.
4:19, Jeff.
They were down by 6 with 4:19 left in the first half. Somebody picked up their third.
That was number 53. That was number 53, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, excuse me, that was number 23.
Yep.
That was Kennedy picked up his third. That's a big pickup right there for Caseville with a 1:22 to go here in the first half. Krzyzewski up, nothing but the bottom of the net.
2 in a row after a miss. And don't look now, but the Cougars have outscored their opponent by 8 points in the last 3 minutes of basketball, Coach.
4:19, that technical warning really put a fire into these Cougars of Bay City All Saints.
Here comes a long burp from 3. That one misses everything, and it comes down to Castilla. He turned that ball over, though, as in the last minute of our first half of play. Down by 2 with possession of the ball, the Caseville Eagles. Ooh, just missed the
Ooh,
travel.
that came off the side of the backboard.
Yep, that was a tough angle.
Oh.
As the score tied again. Trying to go to the middle. You can't force the ball to the middle. Contest, though, gets it back. And he gets the ball over. He says, here, bro, you handle the mail here with 30 seconds left. Set us up a great play so we can go into the locker room up at the half.
There's that senior leadership right there, Jeff. He just slowed her down and is going to work for a good shot.
Castillo gets the ball back up to Contest. Dribble, penetrates, strong to the hole. Can't get the finish with 15 ticks left. Very quickly down the floor in a transition basket by number 15 on the finish, Krager. As the long three ball, Contest fights for the loose change at the end of the first half. It's Caseville 24, the All Saints Cougars 22. Back in a moment for the IBEW 692 halftime show here on Bay County TV.
Our smiles can light up a room. Our work can light up an entire city. We're the men and women of the IBEW, working with a code of excellence that guarantees the job will be done right, on time, and safely. We're lighting the path to the future. Let us show you just how bright that path is.
Back at the IBEW 692 halftime show, Jeff Toad and Mike Wasdala along with you. First half of ebb and flow. The first quarter, the All Saints Cougars really couldn't get it going offensively. Starting the second quarter, had a couple of brief happenings, but at that 4:19 mark of the second quarter, Coach Brzezinski used a strategic voice command. It got that warning, but it also was the wake-up call to his kids.
Yeah, you took a peek at my notes down there, didn't you Sly Dog, right? 4:19 to go in the second quarter, Jeff. He gets a warning, a technical foul warning, and that kind of put a fire underneath the Cougars and got them right back in this game. They're down 24-22, but they made some shots on the offensive end, and they picked it up on the defensive end, and they limited their turnovers during that little stretch right there.
Zach Contis with 2 triples in a row in the second quarter really helped to ignite this offense.
Yeah, he's got 5, Jeff, in the first half. Did a really nice job. Hit a couple big three-pointers right there in a row, and 8 for Garinger. So really, when you look at it, balance out of those 2 guys. They get a couple more scores from some other folks on the squad, and Duclain doing a nice job on the defensive end of the floor. Kids are getting it after. It's a really good basketball game. Coaches are into it. Kids are into it. You know, this is the type of game we expected tonight.
If I'm Coach Brzezinski and my club really hasn't played well, and I look up at the scoreboard and we're only down a deuce, they're really in pretty good situation for the start of the second half.
You know, I would agree with that, Jeff. You know, this could have got away for them really, really quickly, but they didn't panic. The coach got that 4:19 mark, got that out of his way. Kids responded to that. That's why you do it. The kids responded to it. They got themselves back in this game, down 2. But, you know, you've got a couple things. You've got to take care of their turnovers, handle that half-court, three-quarter court press, make your shots. You're getting good shots, and you know what? The Cougars will be all right. But this Caseville team is one thing you got to remember, man. You got to box out 25 feet away. They haven't met a shot they haven't liked yet.
You're stealing my notes now, Coach, because if I'm Coach Brzezinski, I'm going to go in at halftime, and I'm going to say, gentlemen, the one thing we've got to do better is eliminate the second and third shots offensively. Be conscious no matter where that offensive player is. Get a body on him, even if we're 15, 18 feet from the basket, because long shots sometimes put that long rebound down. If they can limit the second and third offensive opportunities, I like the Cougars' chances in the second half.
And there's an old saying, Jeff, and I learned this from Michigan State Tom Izzo: find it, hit it, go get it. Find your man, hit the man, and go get the basketball, and you're going to be all right.
Woo, Coach, I got the hair on the arm standing up. He's using the good analogies. That about puts the wraps on this IBEW 692 halftime show. Back with all the second half action in just a minute on Bay County TV.
It takes a lot to raise a family. A good job, a good salary, and some patience. A lot of people my age are drowning in college debt. But I chose a different path. I'm a member of the IBEW, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. I work hard for my job, and I love what I do. I had a lot of choices for my future, but I made the best choice for my family. IBEW, the right choice.
Back here on Bay County TV, just chatting with one of the officials and talked for a second about the flow of the first half, and he agreed it's been an intense half of basketball out there, and he knows the better strap it on and be ready for more of the same in the second half.
You know what? I would agree. There was a great first half. I think it's going to even be better here in the second half.
Contis to Contis. In the corner to Reyes. Look at, they go underneath the Garinger. He's going to turn around. What a soft touch for the big fella. Got his spot, carved out the niche, and was able to finish.
Guess where that play was drawn up? Right in the locker room behind us at halftime, Jeff. That's exactly what they knew they were going to run here coming out.
That was a very well executed and finished. And an off-balance shot. Great job as Reyes gets the rebound off the one and done. Boy, Contis thought about burping it up. He gets it back to Krzyzewski. He's open for the 3 ball, and that thing was just an inch short.
You know, that's good. It was transition defense, Jeff. Caseville was all below the free throw line. Krzyzewski got the ball. Good-looking shot. Had a chance to sit on it.
Boy, a long burp again. That one comes up a little bit short. Here comes Krzyzewski. You know he's looking to finish. Doesn't see anything there. Gets it back. Reyes wide open for the 3 ball. Can't get it. Contest says, look what just fell into my lap. A little loose change. I'm going to put it back in, and softly through the cotton it
nice
goes.
Start right there by the Cougars, coming out with a little bit of 4-0 run for Bay City All Saints.
Into the front court. It's Contis defensively. He put a shot up in the corner, and that one is long. Fight for the loose change. Contis tried to get that ball back to Krzyzewski. Had his Tootsie on the line. But again, early on, you're not seeing the second shot opportunities offensively for Caseville, and they're not shooting that great a percentage, Mike, on their first shot opportunities.
Just want to make sure we say number 53 for the Eagles, Jeff. Caden Gilhart, number 53, went up, and Mr. Tim Bauer was kind enough to regale me with that young man's name.
Ooh, we got the thesaurus out as the ball is knocked out of bounds by Reyes. 6:32 left in this first half. Cougars really starting to amp it up. Again, still on that 4-0 run to start the third quarter. Playing defense some 25 to 28 feet from the basket. Krzyzewski moving out, not letting them get any close looks. And another miss. Look at Krzyzewski all the way down for the rebound. And that ball was tipped away. Geringer says, I got it. Contest says, can I get another one? He's not. Krzyzewski says, I'm not even going to bring that thing down. Keeping it up on top of the noggin, right back into the hole.
Man, Krzyzewski came a long ways for that rebound, Jeff, and just put it up really nice and soft and didn't bring it down. Great point. You don't never want to bring it down where the little guys are.
You bring it down there, and it's going to get taken.
We loved it when the balls are down there.
Yep, that's open season on the orange. As they move it around right now, the Cougars really showing some impressive defense to start the third. Contest gets the shoulder through and knocks the ball out of bounds.
I think it might have been kind of a spirited conversation at halftime for Coach Jason and his Cougars. And you know what? With that halftime speech and that 4:19 mark, I think this really put a fire under the Cougars.
Again, help defense created that shot being altered. And the Cougars come away with another, and Geringer wide open for a three ball. Had a great look. He can't get it. Look at him fighting all the way out. He knew where that ball was going to be missed, and he went after it.
Well, it's nice to have Nick Contest back out there, Jeff. He didn't start the game, but he's getting a lot of playing time. That senior leadership is always nice to have in tight basketball games.
Again, look at the defense. Geringer with a tip away. Contest wanting to go coast to coast. Uses the body off defender, but he just put it up a little bit strong. And at the other end of the floor, a couple of misses in a row. And the Cougars come away. Krzyzewski says, I'm going to slow this thing down. Nearly walked. As Contest is going to take it strong to the hole. Geringer pump fakes, puts it off the glass. The big fella says, I'm going to kiss that thing off the expensive piece of glass through the cotton, and I'm going to learn how to make a three-point play the old-fashioned way at the free throw line.
Well, I'll tell you what a great shot fake by Geringer, going up, getting the defender off his feet and going up strong, putting it off the glass. Jeff, nice job by the Cougars on offense.
And we're going to have an officials timeout as they head to the table to confer about something. Not quite certain what they're
I think it's the possession arrow.
Well, the home book should have the confirmation of the arrow. So right away, that's the first thing you'll do is look to the home book, and they usually write it along the score at the top. But that's at the same time I'm reaching down to see if the chapstick is in the left or the right pocket, because that's the confirmation.
Well, then they should be coming to the referee, right?
But if you've got all three officials using some form of a method of having that in their pocket, and you're all in agreement that that's what it is, then you kind of override how things are at the table.
Yep.
If you all three agree that you know what's going on with that possession arrow.
No time off the clock, says the man, the myth, the legend, referee Al Storm.
He's
giving us the poop, so to
speak. Back here into beautiful Bay City. So they are going to say the basket's good. Geringer with the free throw, a little bit strong. Look at the Cougars. They're going to get another offensive opportunity. Contest with a pump fake back to Krzyzewski. He's going to give it to Geringer. The ball goes off of him and over to Caseville Eagles.
The way the Cougars came out, Jeff, here in the second half, they're playing with a lot of confidence. They're shooting the ball well defensively. They're doing some nice things. They're taking it to the rack. They're a whole different team starting here in the second half than they did in the first half.
They're up 8-0 run here in the start of the second half. I think they're going to get Gehringer with a foul, and he's a little. When I looked at Gehringer right now, he's frustrated because he felt like he needed to get it at the other end. When you don't get that call, you got to wash your brain clean and go back and play defense. Don't pick up a frustration foul because of what happened at the other end.
Good point.
That's a good lesson learned. Not another good point.
Oh, good. That's 3 in 2 games. Man.
I see. You're just kind of rubbing off on me here.
Oh, goodness
As another
gracious.
3 ball comes up, and one of the few offensive rebounds that they have gotten here in the third quarter. And they're going to go up another off-balance 3. Somehow finds the bottom of the hole from Wilkins.
Well, Caseville needed that basket right there, Jeff. That was a big one for them.
Gehringer got cut off. They bring it back. Krzyzewski's got a great look up top, just a little strong. Gehringer's going to put it back up and just a tad bit strong. Don't pick up a cheapie back here. Again, you got to love the effort. You got to love the shot selection. Just didn't finish.
Good block.
Gehringer gets a chunk of that. Another long 3 ball. 4 pieces of iron and nothing there. Krzyzewski's going to come down on the controlled break. And he's tripped. Boy, it's tough sometimes when you hit the floor like that off balance. That floor is not forgiving.
Yeah, those things are very hard, but you know what? That's Wilkins' 3rd personal, team foul number 2 against the Caseville Eagles. Going to have substitution into the game, number 11, Tyler Ducline, the junior. And coming out will be, I didn't see who came out. Oh, Krzyzewski came out of the ball game.
You know, and Wilkins is pleading his case to Tim Wengert about, he thought he had position, but he was moving when that contact was there. I guess you do what you can to try and sell it, but Tim was in perfect position, made the right call. Contest sends that thing back up top. Contest to contest. Couldn't get a finish again. Another great look, unable to finish.
Zach's quick. He took it to the rack with some quickness.
Here's 27-footer, and that thing was only shot 26 foot from 27. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Cougar faithful with a little chant of air ball. Ball just a little bit short for Gehringer. They almost were baiting him into that toss. And here we go, the 11 show with each other, 2 prolific players. And the shot going up from number 15 on the play, cannot get the finish.
Cougars are doing Cougars are doing a really nice job of boxing out those long rebounds.
But quickly played third quarter here. 2 minutes left in the third. Contest gets that ball back to Gehringer. He's going to use that reverse layup.
Hand.
The defender had no way to get past the rim to knock that shot down. He used the glass to perfection.
That was a nice left hand by Gehringer to get that ball up really quick. Good take to the rack.
So the Cougars are +7 here in the third. Shot up by number 53 on the play, Gilhart, as he made a nice little run to the hole.
Here comes that 1-2-2 half-court, 3/4 court trap right here, Jeff. Look to the middle, look opposite.
Yep, you got to skip that thing and get a timeout. Oh, they're going to get a hold. A lot of times when that happens as a coach, you'll see that double team there and go, oh, we better get a TO. But the Eagles with the reach in.
Falls on Pattengill, his first personal team foul his second personal team foul number 4, if I'm not mistaken, against the Eagles.
Werner in for Zach Contest into the Cougar lineup. As Nick Contest gets that ball back to Gehringer, and he puts the 3 ball up just off the front iron, and there is Ducalon to force the action. Long 3 ball off the mark again. Gehringer back, got the Windex out and cleaned the glass with authority.
That was a man-sized rebound right there, my friend.
He wanted that thing bad. Sliding the ball around. Ducalon with a nice look in. There's the person you want to get the ball to. He's thinking he got hit on the hand, but there's the slap at the other end. And the young man is going to be upset, and that is Pattengill. You did get him clean up top, but you got him with the body, and that's exactly what the referee, Marty Snover, said.
Yep.
You got him with a push on the body. So just because you get it clean up top does not give you a free pass to think that there's no foul.
No, that was a good call. He did block the ball, but he got him with the body. Duclain's going to shoot two. Nice job by Duclain hanging back with that steal. First one is up and a little bit too strong by Tyler.
Cougars still +3 here with 53.1 ticks left in our third quarter. Duclain with the second offering. And that one is just a little bit short. Gehringer almost got the rebound, but with 49 seconds left, here's the 11-on-11 show. I tell you, you can't even talk. You just got to sit and watch the energy that is being expounded on that 11-on-11 confrontation. Duclain's going to get the loose ball. It just touched out of bounds. He's a little volleyball slap to get that thing back into play. But I'll tell you what, man, he is poetry when he's on the floor.
That's a good matchup between Patton Gill and Tyler Duclain.
As Contis trying to keep that second shot opportunity, as again, Gehringer gets a chunk of that. With 17 seconds left, look at Duclain. He says, I better just take it easy here, and I think they want to take the last shot of the quarter +3 right now.
Suzuki did a nice job, just peeked up at the clock right there, and he's got to go.
He shuffled the feet. They said when he came down, he didn't come down with both feet together. When you don't land with both feet together at the buzzer. Ooh, that was right on line, Coach. It's a 5-point plus third quarter for the All Saints Cougars. At the end of 3, they find themselves on top 32-29. Back in a moment for the final 8 on BCTV.
You treat your family with extraordinary care every day, which is why when it comes to their health, more of you choose Covenant Healthcare. We specialize in extraordinary care, from diagnosis to recovery, from babies to grandparents. Learn more about our extraordinary bariatrics program. Sign up for our free seminar.
Back here as the student section's having themselves just a tad bit of fun on a Friday night here at the All Saints Cougar home gym.
Well, I think they're looking for a triple dip tonight. They won the first game. They won the second game, the girls' varsity. Now they're looking for a boys' varsity win tonight.
They're looking to get the broom out and send Caseville back with the tail between their legs. But this is going to be a great fourth quarter. All 3 of the first quarters played at a super high level by both teams. Here we go with the start of the fourth quarter off the alternate possession. The Caseville Eagles with that first offensive possession here of the fourth. Trying to move the ball back around. The Cougars doing a better job of staying out. Boy, getting away with maybe a little extra hop step down there on the baseline.
It's like the Euro step right there by Kennedy.
Kennedy got it to go.
There you go.
Boy, they get that ball back underneath the Gehringer, and he fires it up. He can't get it to drop. He goes up strong, though. I'll tell you, he plays that low post like a man.
And I'll tell you what, the key to breaking that press right there, Jeff, they got the ball to the middle of the floor, and good things happen when you get to the middle. You can see both sides, and it paid off for the base of the All Saints Cougars right there. That's Gilhart's third team foul, number 5, against the Caseville Eagles.
And again, a quick confab. I'm wondering if they are double checking on the number. We know the shooter at the free throw line is correct.
Nope, I'm sorry. That was against Patton Gill. That was his 4th personal. That was not against Gilhart.
And the first of 2 free throws is good Cougars have not been super proficient so far tonight at the free throw line, so that was a big one for Geringer. A big two.
Big two, a little 10-5, 12-5 run right there, Jeff, in the third and to start the fourth quarter here for the Cougars.
As they go back onto the defensive set. Caseville trying to work the baseline. And again, just Pattingill was a little bit off balance. Had to throw it up to keep it from being a turnover. Geringer running the floor. Krzyzewski with a nice little feed and a kiss off the glass for the Deuce.
Yeah, you know what? That's why you spent $1,000 to put it up there, my friend.
It's great to see it used.
It certainly is. It's a lost art.
So there's another off-balance shot. Krzyzewski, man, great position defensively. He wants to take that thing to the hole. And they bring that back. Contest wide open for a three ball. Off the iron. Fight for the loose change. Krzyzewski got caught in between strides. At the other end, a nice basket by Gilhart. And that was a big turn of events right there. That
nice
was a
take.
4-point swing.
Yeah, that was a nice take right there by Gilhart. Young man's got some athletic ability. He's a good player.
As Contis gets the ball deep on the wing. Contis to Contis, the other part of the law firm here at All Saints. Trying to take that ball to the hole again. Nothing there. You know who's going to finish to the hole in style. Who wants to get in his way to take a charge? Nobody on the floor in red, apparently, as he finished.
That looked like that looked like the Red Sea right there, my friend. It just parted.
Way before the shot, so that'll be an out-of-bounds situation. Foul on the All Saints Cougars.
It's team foul number 2 against Bay City All Saints here in the second half, Jeff. Nice job by the Cougars playing solid defense, not in foul trouble, not even close to the 1-1 right now. So good job by the Cougars.
And again, you're not going to make a living going up against Geringer. Again, a second shot. Persistence, and then we're going to have a Cougar foul. What a great job by Gilhart as he stayed with the miss and went right back up strong. And a little contact from number 50, Geringer.
That's his third personal is Geringer, Jeff.
He's the only Cougar with more than 2 fouls.
Yep. Gilhart at the line for the Caseville Eagles makes that three-point play. 38-36. What a ball game.
Again, Mike, that was off a second chance opportunity to the basket. Contest gets that ball back to Geringer, and it will go back over to the All Saints Cougars. And Geringer's got to let that stuff go. He's looking for calls at this end and that end of the floor. You got to just wipe it off. And it's easy to say, I know, Mike, but you really got to tune on it. Probably a great timeout right now. If the Cougars called that, they need to get Geringer focused again. We'll take a quick break and be back with the Cougars +2 in the last 5:39 on Bay County TV.
At Covenant Healthcare, we lead with the most advanced technology. We lead with the most experienced, comprehensive medical and surgical teams. We lead with partnerships to teach our future doctors and with organizations who help us bring world-renowned care close to home. We lead because our patients are at the center of everything we do. Covenant Healthcare, extraordinary care for every generation.
Back here on Bay County TV, 2 of the great ones here in the All Saints community, Father Rick and Greg Wagner, the AD extraordinaire here at All Saints.
Father Rick's pastor at All Saints and also the pastor at St. Stan's, Jeff, the old St. Stan's. Our Lady of Czestochowa, I think is what it's called right now.
Something,
yeah.
But that ball is turned over. Again, good hands defensively for the Caseville Eagles. Here's our 11-on-11 show. You just got to sit and watch it, enjoy. Duquelan really got bumped. He lost his balance, and then we had some minor contact. He's going to get called for the foul. But it's unfortunate that the contact led to him being off balance, which led to the foul being called. But I still love it.
That's his third personal foul, Jeff. But you know what? As great as Duquelan is playing defense, the Pattingill can handle the rock, too. Hey, he's doing it. That's tough when that guy's in.
But you're making him expend a lot of energy
absolutely.
to do that. So that's the thing that I love seeing, and he is doing a great job of staying out of foul trouble. There's a long 3-ball. Unbelievable shot from Jacob Kennedy. Tickling the twine from downtown. First lead they've had since the start of the third quarter. Geringer gets that back. Contest making it short-lived. We can tell from our angle he was going to hit the bottom of the hole, tickling the twine on the trifecta.
Yeah, you could tell where we're sitting. That was a good-looking shot. Don't look now. 41-39. Cougars back up by 2.
Boy, he wanted to step back.
Oh, boy.
And absolutely stifled that time by Duquelan. As Contis trying to play defense right now. Travel. Yep. Got that little rock step going before he put the rock on the floor. Tim Weingart with a great call on that end. The Cougars +2 with possession, 4:27. Hang on to your seat cushions, Coach. This one's going down to the wire.
I'll tell you what, Granny, don't leave your rocker. No, you're going to miss it.
Back at the other end, look at that contest, but he couldn't hold on to the ball. Then at the other end, we're going to have contact, and I think that Contis is going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, Zach Contis' first personal team foul, number 5 against basically All Saints. Be out of bounds to the Caseville Eagles with 4:10 to go.
As they come strong to the hole, little off-balance kiss. Geringer cleans up the glass. Cougars are going to take their time. Nope, Contis wide open for the 3-ball. Just like in the first half, Coach. Tickling the twine twice in a row from 3. A big spark for the All Saints Cougars.
You got to find that. You got to find that young man, Jeff.
And they put the points up wrong, so they just fixed it right now. As they're going to go to the table, and they are going to make certain that the score is correct. I think the Cougars were up 2. I think they should be up 5 now.
Yeah, they were up. Yeah,
44-39 is the proper score.
Yeah, they were up 41-39, and they made the 3.
So now we're going to have that ball inbounded. Nice job. We want to make sure this late in the ball game that we're on the same page. And they've got everything correct. As now the Eagles are going to set up a play, and the Cougar faithful are just hindering the view just a little bit. Long 3-ball off the mark again. And the rebound comes down to young Contis, gives it to Big Brother. And look at him. He says, let's set up the show here. Let's work for a great shot. We're +5. Clock's on our side with 3:20 left. Underneath the Geringer. Puts it up a little bit strong. Can't get it to finish.
Like the play.
Duquelan comes from out of nowhere to try and steal that ball. 3-ball at the other end. A friendly roll of the iron. And it is a 2-point ball game. And look at Geringer getting his hands in the passing lane as both of these teams are after it, and we're going to have a timeout, the All Saints Cougars. It is intense. We're going to take a quick break and be back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Hi, I'm Zoe, and today I'm here to change your outlook on becoming a referee. Sometimes being a referee can be hard work, but I'm here to tell you that the positives far outweigh the negatives. Just think of the impact you could have on the younger generation, the laughs you could share, and the lives you could change. There's an unofficiated game that needs you.
Back here on Bay County TV as the Cougars break the huddle, up 2 with possession of the basketball. We had a sense from the start of this game, Mike, that it was going to go right down to the wire, and we have not seen anything to change our mind.
Yeah, this is everything we thought it would be, Jeff, and a little bit more.
So coming out of the timeout, the Eagles just fall back into the defense without the pressure. Let's see now if Krzyzewski's going to be looking to get an open shot here in the rotation. Again, Contis showing great patience with this offense right now. That's where your senior floor general takes charge.
And they're coming out with a set play too, Jeff. It's not going to work. Just bring it back out and set something else up.
Boy, the Gehringer's working so hard for possession. But again, if the Cougars show patience offensively, then you are going to make the defense expend a lot of juice. Underneath they go to Gehringer, and he dribbled it off his feet. And, oh, man, number 11, Pattengill had it go right off of his leg and out of bounds.
Sometimes you just can't reach far enough for that crazy thing, Jeff. It just kind of rolls away from you.
But it's almost a fatigue thing when that happens, Coach, and that's one of the things that I'm seeing as they now get the ball inbound to Contis again. Look at, he says, we got 2:05 left on the clock. We're +2. Let's see what we can get. Gehringer sets up a screen. Contis goes back up to Brother, lets another one fly. This one is short. Gehringer gets the rebound, and they go right back out. Another three-ball Dukeland halfway down. The third opportunity from Gehringer is all Cotton on the delivery.
Nice job by Gehringer. Good shot by Dukeland, Jeff. Halfway down, just didn't go in. Gehringer right there put it up. Big 46-42 lead for the Cougars.
As the game goes down to the last minute and a half. Trying to figure out how they can find points offensively.
Just got to remember, you can't foul a jump shooter out there behind the arc, Jeff.
As they go underneath, kind of lost in space underneath the basket was the big fella, number 43, Miller. And at the other end, the basket's good and going to the free throw line to try and finish off the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And that is a Krzyzewski basket, his biggest bucket of the night.
Nice job by that young man getting down the floor, Jeff. Gehringer with a great pass right there. Chin on the rim, took it all the way to the rack. He gets rewarded with 1:12 to go here in the ball game.
And this is a biggie because this is a three-possession game if this one goes down. Just off the iron as they fight for the loose ball. Gehringer got out there to put a little pressure on. But as we march down to a minute left in this game, the Caseville team trying to come, and that ball slapped away. Krzyzewski was just kind of sitting back in the weeds, knew that Pattengill was going to the hole, and he slapped that thing away.
And again, the Cougars got to be reminded that the Eagles like to shoot the three, so you got to challenge but not foul.
Shot is long. Contis gets the rebound, and we are going to have the ball go back over to the Cougars. I don't know what they had. As the ball went, we saw Contis fall out of bounds. And frankly, right now, Coach Joshua Schlatter is doing a great job of going, how can that be Cougar ball when Contis fell out of bounds? He had to have ruled that before that happened that the ball was last touched by the Eagles. With 49 seconds left, again, double team is there. And we're going to have the ball out of bounds back over to All Saints. That was the situation. Again, you got to be so careful when you get over the timeline that you do not get double teamed because you have nowhere to go. Oh, Marty Stover says, Coach, you're out of that 28-foot box. We doubled it this year. It's generous. And apparently it's still not enough. Old Eagle Eye Stover says, I'm going to put him back in his box.
I can remember when the seatbelt rule was in effect when I was coaching. You couldn't get up. You couldn't stand up. You had to sit the whole time. That was pretty crazy. It didn't last very long.
So Contis trying to get the thing in. Look at Reyes travel.
Yep,
we're going to have a good call by Tim Weingart.
Hey, before I forget, Jeff, I want to thank our sponsors, Covenant Healthcare, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, 692, AAA Transport, Village Towing, the official apparel provider of Bay County TV, shirts, mugs, and more, and, of course, our good friends here at the All Saints Booster Club. Thank you so much. It took me a while, but I finally got it in.
It was worth the wait,
It
Coach.
sure was.
Again with 38 ticks left, a long three ball up and good from 53, Gilhart, and it's a three-point ball game. As the Cougars just taking their time, getting it over the timeline. Nice skip pass to Dukeland. And he's fouled by Gilhart.
That's Gilhart's 4th team foul, number 7.
So Duquelan's going to be shooting the biggest 1-and-1 of the year by far.
Definitely a 1-and-1 for Duquelan. Jeff, 24.1 ticks to go here in the ball game. Cougars up 3. Huge free throws for the junior, number 11, Tyler Duquelan.
He takes 4 dribbles, 5 dribbles, 6 dribbles. Good hand placement. Shot off the mark. And the ball is out of bounds. And not certain because what you've got, and when none of the officials know, then you go to the jump ball off the alternate possession.
I think we were right there, Jeff, and it was tough for us to even see. I couldn't make a decision. I couldn't tell you who it went off of.
So the Cougars are going to take a timeout. We'll take a break as the Cougars up by 3 with 21.6 ticks left in regulation. Back in a moment on Bay County TV.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Back here on Bay County TV, Jason Brzezinski says, hey, I got a couple of bonus seconds here. One more word of wisdom before we come back out onto the floor.
It's always nice to get a couple bonus seconds.
Now, defensively, the Eagles are going to spend only about 3-4 seconds. If they don't get a steal, they're going to go for a foul. As the ball gets inbounded to contest, and he's going to get the ball back up top. Reyes is going to be pushed from behind, and there was nothing there. And now we're going to get the foul, and that might be Kennedy's. He's getting close to fouling out.
I think that's his 4th personal. Nope, that might be 5.
Yep, I thought that was very close for that young man.
Nope, that's his 4th.
Okay.
Yep. At the line, Antonio Reyes looking for his first points of the game.
So Krzyzewski goes underneath, and we're going to have a foul on the play. As the Eagles were going after the ball.
Looks like that foul is on number 53, Gilhart, Jeff. That'll be his 5th personal if they call it against him. Nope, they're going to get it on number 23. I'm sorry.
And what you've got here is one free throw will pretty much ice the game.
Yep.
If the first one goes, that's a 2-possession ball game with 5.9 ticks left in the game. I would say their best free throw shooter at the line. Puts it up, ice water in his veins, finds the bottom of the hole. Second free throw attempt, forthcoming.
He's got to step up there, go through your routine, knock it down, Jeff. 5.9 ticks to go.
Bend to the knees, flick of the wrist, just a little bit soft on it, but that's great because it's a live ball. And Coach Joshua Schlaughter is going to use a timeout with 3.4 ticks left, trying to run up a 4-point play. Now, we're going to stay right here, Coach, during this timeout because I want to get inside the All Saints coach's talk here because the first thing he's going to say is do not foul. Do not foul.
First thing is do not foul a 3-point shooter because that'll get them to the line to shoot to make the 4th point down 4. But you got to play solid defense. Do not foul and make them get the ball inbounds right away and then just kind of walk away from it and let them walk it up. And if they score from half court, that's okay. The buzzer's going to go off. We're going to win the game. But you cannot foul anybody.
I don't even pick them up until half court, Coach. I let them get the ball in. If they roll it in, then I'm going to send one person to try and disrupt to make them pick the ball up. But I don't care. I don't even want to defend because there is no way that they are going to go the length of the floor and score a basket, get a steal, because that clock is going to run out.
How many fouls do they have, Jeff? They got 5, so they've got 1 to give. So, you got to look at all that. You got to talk to your assistants what you like to do. Follow them here would not be a bad thing to do.
I don't like to do that because if they throw that thing up in the air like it's a shot, then you're kind of screwed.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the chance you take, and those are the things you have to decide in 30-second timeout.
And that's all there is.
There isn't any more.
The final score in our ballgame, the All Saints Cougars with a very hard-fought 49-45 victory. Oh, it should be a great post-game show. Back for all of the post-game activities and the wrap on this one in just a moment on Bay County TV.
All right, now you're just like Daddy, huh?
They'll probably never know about his thousands of hours of on-the-job training.
Here you go, Daddy.
Or that he spent as much time in the classroom as someone with a master's degree. You and I know he's one of the experts when it comes to electricity, part of a team committed to doing the job right. They call him Dad. You call him the electrician right down the street. IBEW, the power professionals in your neighborhood.
Back for the post-game show. Back for the post-game show live on Facebook and on Bay County TV. Jeff Doan and Mike Wasdala along with you. This was an ebb and flow ball game, but we're still going back to this magic number is what we feel the turning point in the game was.
Yeah, you know what, Jeff? We go back to the second quarter, 4:19 to go in the second quarter. Coach Brzezinski gets a technical foul warning for his team, and it kind of just lit a fire under the Cougars. From that point on, they played really hard through the second quarter, went in down 2 at halftime, but I'll tell you what, came out in the third quarter, did a nice job, won a really hard-fought, tough, physical basketball game.
Unsung hero for the All Saints Cougars tonight is going to be Zach Contest. They needed baskets in the first half. He hit 2 straight triples, then came out and duplicated that late in the ball game when the Cougars needed him most.
Yeah, he really did a nice job, Jeff, hitting key baskets like you said. He had 14 points in the game, but it just seemed that he had that knack to get the ball in those pressure situations and hit that big 3 and got the Cougars the lead, and they just went away and won 49-45.
When you're not at your best offensively, you've got to make up for it on the defensive end, and the Cougars really stepped up tonight on the defensive end of the floor.
They really did. Duquan did a nice job playing defense, Jeff, and after they came out in the third quarter, I think their defense was really, really sharp, did a nice job defending on the man-to-man, and also they, on the other end of the ball, they made some shots that they weren't making in the first half, and then what they did on defense starting in the third quarter, they challenged the Caseville kids, and Caseville was stone cold coming out of halftime.
Your 8-0 run to start the third quarter, but I really think the difference in the second half, the Cougars really limited the second and third chance offensively for Caseville in the second half.
I would agree with that, Jeff. They didn't get a lot of shots like they did in the first half. They were boxing out, and we talked about it during the game. Caseville was burping them up 25, 26 feet away. When you're shooting, have a team like that shooting that far away, you've got to box out the shooter and everybody. Find it, hit it, and go get that basketball, and that's what the Cougars did in the second half.
Perseverance pays off. Very hard-fought win. These are tournament-type ball games, and really something your kids can't play in enough close ball games, especially when they find a way to come out on top.
I agree, and this Caseville team will be in their district. I'm sure of that, and that's a tough team. Hey, Gilhart had 18 points, and he played a whale of a basketball game. These kids are strong, they're fast, they're athletic at Caseville. They get up and down the floor. They're not afraid to hawk the ball on defense. They do some nice things. This had an atmosphere in here tonight of a tournament game, and what a big win for the Cougars. Krzyzewski had 11, and Geringer comes away as a high scorer with 23, so got 3 guys in double figures, and good solid defense, and you ran your offense, and you did some smart things at some key moments of the game. Big win for the Cougars.
All Saints really went inside out in the second half. Geringer really stepped up with some huge baskets. He made some great stops on the other end. But after taking a year off, he is really just starting to come into form for this club.
You know, when he gets the ball down on the block, he's got good footwork, and he's working on it. One thing you might want to work on, just be a little bit more patient. You don't have to go right away. You might want to kick it back up. Maybe you'll get it back the second time. But overall, I thought that young man, Grant Geringer, played a whale of a ball game. He hit the board side. He blocked a couple shots, made some key free throws too. And we always talk about how nice it is to get the big boys to make the free throws. And when you get those fellas doing that, life is a lot easier and less gray hairs for your coaching staff.
Well, the Cougars get the broom out tonight. They win the girls' JV game, the girls' varsity game, and the boys' varsity game. So it's probably not going to be a joyous trip back on the old Bluebird to Caseville tonight.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun here in the old St. Hyacinth's gym, or what we like to call now the Cougar gym in Lefty Franz Court. But this was a big win. Cougars go to 5-3. A conference win for the Cougars against a really good, scrappy, aggressive, nasty, get after you type Caseville Eagle team. This is a fun game to watch. This is the type of game I like to watch, Jeff. Kids getting after it, a lot of physicality and a lot of good basketball being played.
Plus proof in the pudding tonight, Coach. Sitting next to you for long enough, I start to figure this game out.
I gave you 3 good points you said tonight. I don't think you had 3 good ones in 25 years or so. But no, it was a fun game, and the kids played hard. They get on the deck, and you know what? Anytime you're at home and you get 3 wins, life is good.
Well, Coach, it's been a fun and exhausting doubleheader, but the Cougars triumphant again in all 3 games tonight. Congratulations, All Saints.
We're coming back.
And we'll be back Monday for Pinconning at All Saints as well. So that about puts the wraps on tonight's big activity. Pleasure always to be by your side,
nice job, my friend.
Coach. On behalf of the whole crew, I'm Jeff Doan, along with Mike Wisdala, Jared and Natalie Doan on the camera, Nick Page producing and directing. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon.
We'll see you on Monday.